6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has directed to maximize the utilization of renewable energy resources to reduce country's oil import bill. Chairing a meeting on power sector in Islamabad today, Shahbaz Sharif said the government is taking all measures to reduce price of power per unit. Over 2,400 Sikh Yatris arrived at Nankana Sahib today to perform religious rituals. All Parties Hurriyat Conference has expressed serious concern over plight of illegally detained Hurriyat leaders in different jails of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. 68 Palestinians were martyred in Israeli bombardment on besieged Gaza during the last 24 hours. Training camp to select Pakistan hockey team for Azlan Shah Cup began in Karachi today. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif has directed to Energy Ministry to maximize the utilization of renewable energy resources to reduce the country's oil import bill. Presiding over a meeting in Islamabad today, he said the oil import worth billions of dollars can be controlled by using alternative resources like solar, wind and hydel. The Prime Minister said the country currently imports oil worth $27 billion to meet its power and transportation needs. Discussing the ongoing drive against power theft, he lauded the performance of the Punjab government and expressed the hope that other provinces would also follow the suit to overcome the challenge. The Prime Minister said that strengthening the country's power transmission system requires utmost efforts and investment. He said power production and investments in the sector would go down the drain unless the flaws in distribution network are removed. He directed the Energy Ministry to engage world-class consultants to suggest ways forward to improve power transmission and distribution system. The Prime Minister expressed deep grief over the loss of precious lives and damages in the recent torrential rains in different parts of the country. He directed the National Disaster Management Authority to relief operations in rain-hit areas and ensure provision of all necessary relief goods to the affected people. The Prime Minister also directed to shift imported coal-fired power plants on local coal. He said in the future, any clean and low-cost hydropower and renewable plants will be installed in the country. The meeting was also briefed on the 600-megawatt solar power project under foreign investment. The Prime Minister issued instructions to the authorities concerned to speed up efforts for foreign investment in the solar energy project. Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi says the government is taking concrete steps to curb power theft and overbilling in power distribution companies. Addressing a news conference in Lahore today, he said overbilling of 830 million electricity units has been detected in Lahore Electric Supply Corporation only. The Interior Minister said these units were overbilled to government offices, industry and common man. Mohsin Naqvi said the Prime Minister has assured full support to the FIA in campaign against overbilling. Special Investment Facilitation Council has started collaboration with stakeholders at federal and provincial levels to improve national education policy at par with international market requirement. Under the initiative, suitable institutions will be established for technical and vocational training. The SIFC is also expanding cooperation with foreign investors to export valuable Pakistani human resource abroad. This is Radio Pakistan. Over 2,400 Sikh Yatris arrived at Nankana Sahib today to perform their religious rituals. The Sikh pilgrims were given a warm welcome by the officials of Evacuee Trust Property Board and local Sikh leaders. All Parties Hurriyat Conference has expressed serious concern over the plight of illegally detained Hurriyat leaders and activists who have been enduring prolonged incarceration in different jails of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. APHC spokesman Advocate Abdul Rashid Minhas in a statement in Srinagar said that Hurriyat leaders including APHC chairman Musarat Alam Bhatt, Muhammad Yasin Malik, Shabir Ahmad Shah, Asya Andarabi and Naeem Ahmed have been unjustly imprisoned in politically motivated cases. He said these Kashmiri detainees are being subjected to inhuman treatment and denied even basic medical and legal facilities by the jail authorities. The spokesman lamented that these prisoners continue to bear the brunt of victimization for raising voice for the right to self-determination. Meanwhile, the occupation troops arrested several persons during search and cordon operation in Srinagar, Ganderbal, Baramulla, Kupwara, Pulwama, Shopaiya, Jammu, Rajouri and Raisi districts. In India, a court has extended the detention of opposition leader Arvind Kejriwal in a graft case until April 23rd. Kejriwal, who is also Chief Minister of New Delhi, is a fierce critic of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and rejects the charges against him. Kejriwal was arrested last month, which sparked protests in Delhi and in the northern state of Punjab, governed by his decade-old Aam Aadmi Party. Amir of Kuwait Mishal Al Ahmad Al Jaber Al Sabah has appointed Ahmad Abdullah Al Ahmad Al Sabah as new Prime Minister of the country. This has been reported by official news agency of Kuwait, QNA. 68 Palestinians were martyred and 94 injured in continued Israeli bombardment on besieged Gaza enclave during the last 24 hours. According to the Gaza Health Ministry statement, martyrdom toll of Palestinians in Israeli aggression since October 7 last year has risen to 33,797. In Kazakhstan and Russia, heavy flooding has displaced thousands of people. According to media reports, Kurgan and Tyumen regions of Russia and parts of Kazakhstan are threatened by some of the worst flooding in history. Authorities in Russia are warning people to evacuate affected areas, while in Tanzania, 58 people have been killed due to heavy floods over the last 2 weeks. In Indonesia, at least 18 people have been killed in landslide incidents in Sulawesi Island. According to authorities, rescuers are engaged in a search effort in affected area. The training camp for selection of Pakistan hockey team for Azlan Shah Hockey Cup began at Karachi today. According to head coach of the hockey team Ayaz Mahmood, around 35 players participated in today's training. He said that Pakistan team will leave for Malaysia on 2nd of next month to participate in the Sultan Azlan Shah Hockey Cup, which will start from 4th of next month in Ipoh. The Provincial Disaster Management Authority, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, has issued another alert about the rains and snowfall in different parts of the province from tomorrow till Sunday. According to PDMA, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, all the deputy commissioners have been advised to take precautionary measures to avoid any human and material losses. The authority also advised all the relevant departments to stay alert for restoring road links for traffic in concerned districts. The rain and snowfall can cause urban flooding in urban areas while landsliding in upper parts of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The control room of PDMA is operational around the clock and people can contact by dialing 1700 in case of any emergency. Meanwhile, emergency flood control room has also been established at Chief Minister's Secretariat, Peshawar. According to a notification issued by the Chief Minister's Secretariat in Peshawar today, people can access on UAN 091 111 712 713 and WhatsApp 0343 2222 949 in case of any emergency regarding rain and floods. And finally, the weather. Rain and thunderstorm is likely at isolated places in Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan during the next 12 hours. However, dry weather is expected in most plain areas of the country. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.